So knee, all right. So we are on to MSK now. So we have done shoulder and a very similar approach we are going to take for knee today. Okay. Right. So I'll take up other joints as well, one after the other, one step at a time. Okay. So come on, let's start with what we have at hand. I've seen like a few students always making requests but not answering in the class which you are doing right now. So I think that is something which you have to take into account that अभी जो कर रहे हैं जितना हो चुका है even if you master that, most of your important topics are done. And obviously, I keep asking you for your requests when we plan the next month schedule. So next month का हो गया है, then we'll take up Jan वाले topics. Okay, ठीक है. चलो, let's start. I think after this class of shoulder and knee, which I'll be taking now, if you go back to those sessions, no, I think you'll find more meaning because they're a little more advanced. So if you're a first year JR, you might not understand. But as you grow senior and senior, right, you can't learn at the same level. You have to keep increasing your skills, है ना? So as you keep going into the details of any specialty, it will seem more challenging. So you can't say कि teacher खराब है इसलिए मुझे समझ नहीं आ रहा. It's always a certain level of base that we need to have. So I'm there for you. So we do the basics, and then when you go back to that class, so now you will appreciate it. Maybe later, as you become a little more senior, you read up a little bit more, as your other colleagues are also saying, right? That it is good. So rather than criticizing a teacher, I think it's always better that we learn something from everybody. I think that should be your approach in general. कि ये teacher खराब है उससे अच्छा how can I still understand, so hopefully you will understand better later on. So let's start with MRI knee. Not very, very important here is the examination technique. So you need to know it. The only thing you have to keep in mind here is we take an axial scout, like how I said in shoulder that you take an axial and then we take coronal and sagittal oblique. Same is the case with knee joint as well. Okay. So what you have to remember in knee joint is this is the axial section. अब इसमें क्या करना है? How do we plan a good sagittal? Sagittal plane here is very crucial because you want to see ACL. Here, if the angle goes wrong, your ACL can be missing. And a missing ACL, usually we're going to take it as a sign of ACL tear. है ना? Complete ACL tear में non-visualization of ACL हो जाता है. But if your scanning angle is only not correct, then you're going to make a misdiagnosis and a very big one at that. So that's why it is very important to have the right plane. So what is the correct plane of acquisition in which you will see? So again, not ultrasound included in this class, mainly MRI, okay? Not even X-ray. I'm mainly focusing on MRI because in 1 hour to cover everything, I can't do all modalities also. So we'll have different classes for that. So right now it's mainly MRI orientation for all of you, okay? Right. So coming back, so what you have to do is you join the medial and lateral femoral condyle and उससे perpendicular line draw करो. Can you see the two white lines, right? And then we have a 10-degree angle. So then you draw a 10-degree angle and that is where you have to draw. So this is how you will cut along your ACL and you will see it in plane, okay? So this is the correct way of acquiring sagittal sections. Did you understand? Medial lateral को join करा, perpendicular, and this obviously you don't have to acquire, radiographer will acquire, but you need to be aware that agar non-visualization of ACL है, you want to go back and check whether it was acquired correctly or not. Is the audio not fine? I can pull my mic a bit closer. Fine है ना? ठीक है. Yeah, you can check your device settings, okay? Right. So mainly the workhorse is the proton density sequence that you're going to take in all three plane, axial, sagittal, and coronal. So PD is the workhorse. In axial, in our institute at least, and most institutes, we prefer taking one gradient. In MSK, उस sequence को बोलते हैं medic, right? So medic or gradient depending on the vendor you want to take in an axial, okay? Apart from that, coronal / sag, either of them one stir sequence you want to do. So mainly PD in all three, one stir you want and one gradient you want, which could be in axial. Okay, so this is what it is. MR arthrography, unlike shoulder में हमने बोला था MR arthrography is very, very useful for every labral tear, partial rotator cuff tear. But here there is only one single indication of MR arthrography, and that is a post-op meniscal tear. I mean, you have already done a meniscal repair / resection / replacement. मतलब कुछ ना कुछ meniscal surgery हुआ है, and now I'm suspecting can there be a re-tear. So for that only, that's the only indication for doing MR arthrography and nothing else. Okay, so that is what you want to remember here. So now, before going through each structures one by one, let me show you an MRI first, or let's do this. Okay, after arthrography, we can't use PDFs. Oh, every time I hear PDF, I'm like, PDF यहाँ पे. After arthrography, we don't do PD, we do T1, right? We do T1 fat sat. All right. So that is the standard sequence after every arthrography. We don't do PD because you want to see the contrast, right? So you want to do a T1 where it will be the brightest. Okay. T2 तो करेंगे, right? So stir में T2 आ गया ना. Even on PD, fluid is hyperintense, but one stir will do the job for your tears. Okay, you can do one T2 also. So I've written also that you can do one T2. So one T2, one stir. One plane is enough, है ना? तो एक T2 कर लेंगे. Right? So now coming back to it, how to identify T1, T2, PD? See, one way is the TR and T. That's the theoretical answer. You will have to remember the values. The second way to remember is अगर फ्लूइड हाइपर इंटेंस है इट्स T2, गेम ओवर. अगर फ्लूइड हाइपो इंटेंस है तो वो T1 है, वेरी वेरी डार्क. इन PD it will be intermediate. Fluid will appear gray and articular cartilage will be seen very nicely. Like look at this. Here you can see the articular cartilage very nicely. So that is one not very very objective way to know कि fluid intermediate रहेगा and articular cartilage बहुत अच्छा लगेगा. For this method to work, there needs to be some fluid, right? Obviously. Otherwise, you have to rely on TR and T to distinguish. Okay. Right. Gradient echo is for any ossicles that you have, PVNS, right? So bony fragments, osteochondral defect, in सब चीजों के लिए we want the gradient echo. Right? So let me first give you basics and then let me scroll the image, okay? So that everybody is on the same ground. So when we talk about the menisci, we divide three. So in shoulder, I taught you, right? कि हर एक प्लेन में एक एक चीज देखेंगे. इन नी इट डजेंट वर्क दैट वे. इन नी हर एक प्लेन में हर एक चीज देखनी है. देर आर मेनली थ्री थिंग्स: मेनिस्काई, cruciate and collaterals, right? Those are the three ligament complexes that I have to say, and all three planes we have to evaluate each one of them. Okay, so let's start with menisci first. So when we talk about menisci, look at the shape. You can see how the medial meniscus here is called a banana. The only difference you want to remember here, so ये anterior है, ये posterior है. Posterior horn, can you see, is wider than the anterior horn, and the posterior horn of the medial meniscus is very tightly attached to the joint capsule here. Because it is so tightly attached, कुछ भी trauma होगा ये खिंच के यहाँ पे tears होंगे. So that is where you have the tears most commonly in the posterior horn of medial meniscus, right? That concept is understood. So how to identify? Look at this. Whenever we are gonna cut, right? Whenever we are gonna cut, you see this bow tie appearance on your sagittal images. So sagittal image में कैसे बताना है कि ये medial meniscus है? Can you all appreciate? This is anterior आगे and this is posterior horn. Can you all appreciate? Posterior horn is wider than the anterior horn. So when they are not symmetrical, it is medial meniscus. The other way of putting it is when medial meniscus starts to appear symmetrical, means there is a tear, right? Means there is some sort of a problem. There is some part which is missing in the posterior horn. So that is what you have to remember कि यहाँ पे asymmetry is normal. That is what I want. And degeneration is more common in the medial meniscus. On the other hand, lateral meniscus is C-shaped. दोनों horns are equal, symmetrical. So here what do you see? You see that both anterior, posterior horns, can you appreciate, are symmetrical. So essentially, what do I have to see in meniscus? I have to see कि यहाँ पे anterior horn है, this is the body, and this is the posterior horn. So when I start to take cuts here, what are we gonna see? We are gonna see a section through the body. Then I'm gonna start to see just horns, right? जब यहाँ पे कट लेंगे तो मुझे anterior horn दिखेगा, posterior horn दिखेगा. So there can't be more than two sagittal sections जिसमें मुझे body दिख रहा है, right? That's how we take 1 mm के cuts. So that's what you have to remember. What does it mean if I see the body for 3 or more sagittal cuts? What does that mean? What will you diagnose? It was okay? All right. If you didn't understand anything, I can repeat it tomorrow, maybe whatever part that you want me to. So you can message on the group and I'll repeat it. Okay. So tomorrow I'll also show you maybe a couple of more cases, है ना? तो कल कुछ और cases भी बता दूंगी. ठीक है? All right, guys. So thank you so much. See you. Bye.